Hello everyone. So today I'm going to discuss with you all one of the strategies for vocabulary development or expanding your vocabulary. So having a rich vocabulary is very important whether you are speaking or writing. So it's very important that you develop your vocabulary. So there are certain strategies to develop your vocabulary. So I'm going to discuss just one of the strategies, and that is adding a prefix or a suffix so to a base word. So for example, if we take the word security. So if you take the word security, so one thing we can look at is the word security comes from the word secure. Okay. Now if we add a prefix insecure. Now by adding the prefix in, the meaning of the word changes, insecure. In the same way, insecurity. Insecurity. So, security, insecurity. So, in the same way, so this is by adding a prefix. So, in the same way, if we add a suffix, so I'll take another example for suffix. Let's take the word active. Now what you need to remember is, see, active. Now if you know the word act, so this is the base word or the root word. So if you know the meaning of the word act, and if you have idea about this suffix IVE, so IVE usually changes a word into an adjective. So active is an adjective. So you need to remember this IVE, adding a suffix. So if you have the knowledge of this suffix, so you get the meaning of the word active as well. So act, active. So in the same way, again if we add on active, if we add ly, this suffix, again the word adjective changes into adverb, actively. So in the same way, we can add a prefix for active. If we add in, then this becomes inactive and the meaning of the word changes, inactive. This is an adjective, but this is the opposite of active. So we also need to remember this prefix in usually changes the meaning. So active, inactive. So actively. And like insecure, insecurity. So if you pay attention to this word, prefix in, so it usually changes the meaning. Insecure, insecurity, inactive. In the same way, take ITY usually changes a word into its noun form, security. So active, activity, activity, okay, activity. Now this changes into noun. So activity, noun, security, noun. So if you have the idea about some of the prefixes and suffixes, it makes it easier for you to remember the word or enhance your vocabulary. And sometimes you can easily puzzle out the meaning of the word. by looking at the prefix or the suffix. In the same way, we have ION as a suffix. Suffix as ION. And usually ION makes the word or changes the word into its noun form. So ION, like if we take the same example, the base word act, if we are taking it, so act is a verb. So if we add ION, action, this becomes noun. Right? So this is one way, and then you have to remember this ly. The suffix ly usually makes the verb, sorry, it makes a word, converts a word into its adverb form. So this is one way of looking at it. And then let's take another example. Protect. Okay, protective. So what do you see here? The suffix here is IVE, and the base word is protect. So protect is the base word here, and this is the suffix. Now protect is a verb, whereas when we add the suffix IVE, protective, it becomes adjective. So if you remember, if you know that IVE, this suffix usually changes a word into its adjective form, then it will be easier for you to decode the meaning of this word, protective. As soon as you find protective, okay, so protect is the verb form, so protective means the adjective, someone who is very protective. And like I discussed earlier, ION. So if we are to add on the word protect, if I add ION, protection, okay, now this becomes a noun. Protection becomes a noun because ION, okay, like I told earlier, ION usually changes a word into its noun form. Protect is this is the verb, and this is noun. And now let's take this suffix ly. Okay. Protective. So protective is the adjective. So protect is verb, and then protective is the adjective. Now on this, so on adding the suffix IVE to the verb protect, the word changes into its adjective form. Protect, protective. On this, now if I add the suffix ly, now this becomes protectively becomes the adverb. This becomes the adverb. So adverb is the manner in which the verb is being done. With this word protect, protective, protectively, protection. So on the base word protect, you can keep on adding the suffix, and the suffix changes the meaning of the word. So this is one way of enhancing or expanding your vocabulary. So the utmost thing that you need to do is read. And when you read and when you come across such words, you try to add prefix and suffix, and that will help you expand your vocabulary. So this is just one strategy. I'll discuss other strategies in my later lessons. So meanwhile, what I want to tell you is, please keep on reading. Read anything that you come across on the way. If you happen to see a signboard, please do read. anything written in the form of text, please do read, because reading is the best thing the best way in which you can improve, in which you can enrich and enhance your vocabulary. So please keep on reading, because the richer your vocabulary is, the easier it is for you to speak and write. Thank you.